Today, stolen calculators and a busy weekend in sports. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Hello Ospreys, I'm Tedlyn Locke and you're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. Today we're going to be talking about calculators, thefts. UNFPD arrested a 25-year-old man for grand theft after he stole 3 calculators from the UNF bookstore February 13th. According to UNFPD report, the bookstore's manager called UNFPD and an officer arrived around 1:40 p.m. The manager told the officer that the suspect, Connor O'Neill Scanlon, set the security alarms off when he left the bookstore without paying for 3 calculators he placed in a bookstore shopping bag. A short time later, Scanlon returned to the bookstore to look for his Kindle. The store's employees recognized him as the one who set off the alarms earlier. When the manager checked the security camera footage, it confirmed Scanlon took 3 Texas Instruments TI-84 calculators. When Scanlon talked to the officer, he said he stole the calculators and placed them in his apartment. The officer arrested Scanlon for grand theft and found the calculators on his bed in his apartment after Scanlon agreed to let UNFPD search it. Spinnaker has made a public records request with the state attorney's office to receive the security camera footage, but hasn't received it yet. Spinnaker will update this story with the video once it becomes available. All right, Ospreys, let's check in with Catherine Marsh for your Spinnaker weather update.
Good morning, Ospreys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm Catherine Marsh here with your Spinnaker weather update. It's currently 64 degrees and going to be mostly cloudy today with a high of 71 and a low of 52. We also have a 30% chance of scattered showers, mainly after 5 p.m., with southwest winds around 6 to 14 miles per hour. Moving on to tonight, we still have a possibility of scattered showers before 10 p.m. Winds will also increase from the north at 13 to 15 miles per hour. If you're hitting the beach today, Surfline reports that waves will be about 2 to 3 feet, which is about waist to stomach high. And finally, tomorrow, we have a 50% chance of showers with a high near 55. Well, that's it for today's weather update. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Thanks, Catherine. Now here's Alex Scotland for your sports update.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Alex Gatlin, here with your Spinnaker Sports. Continuing their A-Sun dominance, the men's hoops team improved to 18-11 with a win over Northern Kentucky 88-69 Saturday night. Chris Davenport led the scoring with a career-high 26 points, and Bo Beach notched his first double-double of his career with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Next game for the Ospreys will be a huge one that could end up being the deciding factor on who gets the #1 seed in the A-Sun tournament. They'll travel to Florida Gulf Coast on Wednesday. Tip-off is set for 7:05 p.m. Over on the Diamond, the Ospreys had a busy weekend with 4 games over 3 days at the Cox Diamond Invitational in Pensacola. On Friday, the Ospreys would fall to Nicholas State 3-4 and win at 3-2 against Southern Mississippi. On Saturday, the team fell to Troy 2-1. And finally, on Sunday, the Ospreys would finish up the weekend with an 8-6 win over St. Louis. They'll be back in action this Wednesday at home versus Georgia Southern. First pitch is at 6 p.m. Finally, the women's hoops team lost to Northern Kentucky 29-67. They'll be back in action at home this Wednesday as they take on Florida Gulf Coast. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. Well, that wraps it up for your Spinnaker Sports Report. Let's toss it back to Tedlyn.
Thanks, Alex. Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Catherine Marsh and Alex Scotland, I'm Tedlyn Locke. Have a great day, UNF.